Today I wanted to spend a little time talking with you about the top 3 things I have found about how to build a network marketing business. The single best skill, the single most important thing to spend your time on is mastering the skill of inviting. Once you learn how to invite people in your business will be unstoppable. Now, when I started in networking, I can tell you that I was really, really bad at inviting. And I would meet my friends or I would meet somebody brand new, and I spent way too much time talking all about the stuff that was important to me. What I learned and the skill that I mastered was less is more. And learning to spend time speaking about them, getting them interested in coming towards me about what I had to offer, what my opportunity was. Now what you've created, instead of you moving towards them with your opportunity or your product, now what you've created is them driving towards you. They become more and more interested in what you have to offer because you're giving them very, very little information. One of the other things that I've learned that has made me, I think, wildly successful is to never, ever give up. What if it takes you 2 years? What if it takes you 3 years? What if it takes you 4 years to build a wildly successful network marketing business? I don't know about you, but when I went to college, it actually took me 5 years because I was paying for myself to go through school. And the reason I spent all of that money to go through school was so that when I got out, I could get a job that would maybe pay me $50,000 or $60,000. Well, we all know that in networking, you can make substantially more than that, 5 times, 10 times. The sky's the limit. And ladies, there's no glass ceiling in network marketing. So what I figured out is that what does it matter if it takes me 2 years or 3 years to make 2 times or 3 times or 4 times the money that I might have made if I had spent 4 years or 5 years in college. So for me, I'm not worried about how long it takes. One of the neat things with networking is that you get this community of people, wonderful people that you get to spend time with. And for me, I love that because life is really about the journey. It's not about the destination. One of the other things that I learned, one of the last tricks of the trade that I learned, and gentlemen, pay attention to, some of the best people that you can sponsor in your business are women. Ladies, why do you think that is? Let me tell you the secret. You were actually built for network marketing. Most of you all are exactly like me, and you absolutely love to talk. How about an opportunity where they pay you to talk? That's what networking is. That's the advantage of this. In addition to that, women are very good at creating community. They love to spend time around other women. So in building my business, I'm always thinking about who do I know? What are the women that I know that know everybody? And it might be a soccer mom who's always at the soccer game with her son or her daughter, and she's got a huge group of women that she knows that bring their own kids to the soccer games. Or maybe it's a woman who's on the PTA and who's very, very busy, helping organize at school. Or maybe it's a woman that runs a mommy and me class. It doesn't matter what she actually does. It matters that she has a community of women around her. So ladies, if you decide to start building a network marketing business, I suspect you'll find yourself in the same place that I found myself. And what was really challenging for me in the beginning, besides mastering the skill of inviting, was balance. And what I realized is that balance is unattainable. As a woman, as a mother, and as a successful network marketer, what I look to do is to be fully present in every moment that I am. So in a particular week, if my kids get 2 full days and my partner gets 2 full days and my business gets 3 days, and this week I didn't even get any personal time. So long as I'm present at every activity that I'm doing, I know that I'm in balance. So what I look for as a woman and as a mother and as an owner of a network marketing distributorship is not balance. It's to be present. So I encourage you, when you're out there building your businesses, don't beat yourself up because you're not balanced. Decide instead to be fully present with what you're doing. This is Onyx Coale, and you have been watching Networking Times TV.
Right on.
Yeah,
It makes it sound so easy.
Yes, that was good, wasn't it? Good morning. Yeah, Onyx makes it sound easy. And that was from 2017. He's still talking about the same thing. And that's good. And she's the one that really says to build your business around what you're doing in between the nooks and crannies or whatever it is.
Yeah.
As she says, yeah, that's cool. But yeah, same stuff. But it's always good to hear it over again. The key to everything is inviting and getting good at that skill. And I like how she says that even if it takes 4 years or whatever, it's still worth it to just keep at it and be present on what you're doing. So that's
Say less and be present.
What's that?
Say less and be present.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Say exactly. Speak less. Less is more. That's what she said. Yeah, I agree. Because we always get caught up in trying to talk about all the technical stuff or talk about this and talk about that. And I find that always gets spurred into the conversation because people ask those questions. How do they work? What is this? What's it all about? So to try to steer away from those answers is always, always, you got to be focused on that. I always try to think, I got to be focused on the person that's asking the question, rather than answering what they're asking me. Really, so I always try to say, hey, I'm going to share you some information, send you a link, is what I always try to do instead of try to explain it, because before I used to explain it all and I could see how people's interest levels dropped once I start trying to explain things. And you probably notice that, rather than as soon as I start talking about them and asking them what they're doing, or what the reason is why they want to make a change or do something different. And now I noticed a big thing. I've been following the truckers a lot lately. So they just made a vote yesterday in Canada to keep the War Measures Act going, which is crazy. But that'll get voted on this morning for the final vote by the Senate, which is probably going to go through. It could get stopped, but it'll go through today, which means that.
Oh, you do.
What's that, Dee?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, which means that, the government has control to do whatever they want to do. They can freeze bank accounts, they can do whatever. So what I noticed is I've been commenting in some groups of people that are really following this. And that's, a lot of people want to make a change now. They're starting to realize they need to start to do something. So I'm getting a lot of response from people when I tell them, let's try to figure a way to work online. We've got a system together to work online. So it's time to make that shift. So that's all I'm talking to people about. So I know a lot of people have commented, like yesterday, especially, that they're going to leave Canada. They even said that they're asking questions about what do you call it? Seeking, like, just moving to the U.S., telling them that they don't believe in their country anymore. Can you believe that? Immunity.
No, I wouldn't be running to the U.S. right at the moment.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? That's the first time in history that I know a lot of there's a lot of Americans that fled to the U.S. in the 70s and that that are still there, actually living in Canada. But now the tables have turned like crazy. So people were asking those questions yesterday. How can they seek immunity in the U.S. and move to the U.S.? And I think it is possible. It's hard to get through on the normal channels. Like if you want to move to a country like Mexico, you can move there and you can stay there, but you can't work unless you unless you get your working permit and residency and green card and all that stuff. But so anyway, so a lot of people are looking for something, some changes, and we have that for them. So my strategy the last few days has just been connecting with some groups that are all about following what's going on, because it is a crazy times right now.
Yeah. But you know, Don, when people ask me how does it work, I always refer to asking them, says, well, what do you know about how the sun provides vitamin D to us?
Right.
And they explain it, and I said, well, same with these patches. That's all it does. It's using
Right.
your infrared, from your own body going back into regenerate or get your stem cells to be reactivated and rebuild things. So,
Right.
and then I tell them if you want more information, then I give them a link, send them the information.
Right. Yeah, perfect.
Because they understand the sun and vitamin D.
Yeah, creating vitamin D in the body. Yeah, that's right. And then, but what I also always try to do is, at least, it depends on who they are. If you know them, if you know the person, right, then it's about making a reconnection if you haven't talked to them for a while. And if you don't know them, then it's about building, like creating a relationship as quickly as you can.
Right.
Finding out about them, what they're doing, what their life is about, what kind of work do they do now. I always ask that question: have you worked online before? A lot of people haven't, so they say, no, I haven't. But that opens up a conversation that, oh, okay, let's figure this out. So I'm just feeling lately in the last couple of weeks, a lot of people are starting to realize, their jobs may not be secure and they have to find an alternate way of generating income, even more so than before. Yeah, it's crazy. They raised over $10 million in donations for this protest, and I just looked at a link yesterday that somebody has released it and hacked into it. Every single name of every person that donated is there with their name, their address, their amount, their email address. Isn't that crazy? Talking about 100,000 people. And so that should have never been released. That's just crazy.
No, it's pretty much sickening what's going on
Yeah.
all the way around.
Yeah. So I just got to keep at it. And I think what we need to do is just keep moving forward with what we're doing and kind of leave that stuff in the background, because what we're doing is the right thing. And because once they, you have to be able to generate your own income. If you can't, who knows what's going to happen? If the government can say that you can't go to your job anymore for whatever reason, which is what they're doing now. And that's what it started with the truckers. They told the truckers they would have to have the mandate proof to cross the border, and they're driving back and forth all the time. So if they don't want to do that, then they don't have a job. So that's what started all this. And it's not everybody, it's only a few, select few, but it should be a choice. It shouldn't be taking somebody's job away because they don't agree with something. But yeah, so there's, I think we're doing the right thing. I'm gonna, when was Onyx Coale? You said it was on, what day of the week again?
I'm not sure about what day specifically Onyx is teaching.
Yeah.
I know that I follow her group on Telegram and I haven't seen any updates.
Okay.
There's a, that's right. I'm sorry. I said I was going to do that, didn't I, Dawn? Today's Tuesday, right? Because yesterday was a holiday. So there's a doctor that's going to be in the LifeWave Global Leaders group. He comes on every Tuesday and he just answers questions and shares, LifeWave Medical. So if anybody's interested in that, it's the same LifeWave Global Leaders group that I've been sharing. So if you guys are tapped into that, then you can join in.
Okay.
And
you think that's today then?
yeah, it's today, every Tuesday. And I don't know if I can look and see the time without getting kicked out. Can you guys still see or hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to see if I can see the time for that.
Okay. And then, yeah, I like Onyx's training, so I'm gonna try to tune in that, and then maybe we could share some of that too. And even this leadership group, if we tune into it, we can share the important points about it.
Yeah. Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. It's the training.
Okay.
7 p.m. UK if Eugene is watching.
Yeah, we lost Eugene. He used to be on every week. Okay.
So, yeah.
Have you still been on Mark's calls, Brady? Is he still doing NFT calls?
Who, Mark? No,
Yeah.
no, that was just a couple time thing.
Okay. Yeah,
I haven't even seen him in the Discord. I don't know what this guy's doing. He better
Oh,
get
okay.
busy.
Okay, yeah, I haven't tuned in. I bought my NFTs and then that was enough
Yeah,
for me.
don't. That's the best thing to do. That's the best
Yeah.
thing to do. Buy it, just forget
Buy it
about
whole.
it. Not like me. Get into it, buy a bunch of them. I'm into the NFTs left and right. I'm buying
Okay.
other NFTs. I'm trying to flip them.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it.
Get
too
my
much.
NFTs up and going. My collection.
Yeah, you should definitely do that. Get your collection going. I think that's a great idea.
Well, I
Yeah.
bought the domain. I've got to talk to JS and get a couple of questions answered because he's full blown into his.
I know he's moved quickly through it.
Oh man, I wrote to him. I said, dude, you did that in like 4 days.
I
He goes,
know.
yeah, man, I've been doing this, but he's a coder, so he understands a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because when you get into that, it's really it's a coder's job. I'm doing
Yeah.
mine a different way.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Plus now I'm looking at combining the two. I bought a domain. I'm gonna combine mine with t-shirts because I think personally, I keep looking at these thinking I have never seen anything like that. I think people would buy the heck out of the t-shirts.
Yeah. Yeah. And find one of those websites that just create the one-offs. You can order one t-shirt if you want. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I'm looking into now. I got to talk to Yanez about a better store, but yeah, I'm putting it all together that way.
Maybe you could buy the NFT and get a t-shirt.
That's I've got all that going where if you own the
that's
NFT, then you own the rights to print as many of those as you want.
Yeah. That's a
Print
good
them and
idea.
sell them.
Yeah. And then you
Your
can
own
sell
business.
it. Then so whoever buys the NFT can print t-shirts and then sell the NFT if they want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, they're marketing it. That's a good idea, actually. So that's cool.
Yeah, I've got all my notes written down. I just got to start getting it put together, get my website. Yeah, but I've got questions I got to ask JS
Yeah,
because he knows a bit more of the ins and outs.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen any meetings going on, so I didn't tune in. So I like being connected. When I don't connect for a couple of days, it's like, it's kind of withdrawal symptoms.
Well, that's kind of weird. I'm watching what in the Discord with Mark, and people are chatting it up yesterday, asking, where's this owner? Where's the blah, 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 blah. I could see his light was lit up and then it went black and he was off all day.
Okay.
And he's not back on this morning and people are still asking. It's like, Mark, answer some questions. You're going to lose the whole community.
Gonna go in and check it out, or get someone to answer the questions. A moderator. Yeah.
But in the long run, you just buy one or two, a couple dollars and just put it aside and forget about it.
Yeah, that's what I did. You know what the cool thing is now? I talk about it and I show people. It's kind of fun, This is what I bought. What? What the hell would you buy that for?
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun.
That, a nickel?
Yeah.
No.
And it would be really even more exciting that, yeah, I bought this, but it's worth 20 grand now.
Yep.
And
Or more.
or whatever, that's cool. But
Yeah,
whatever.
the best thing to do is just buy it, set it aside, forget about it. Don't get involved in NFTs.
Exactly. And I just copied, made a JPEG of it, right? A photo or whatever, saved it as a photo, as an image, so I can show people this is it, This is
like
what
I
I
said,
bought.
I've really kind of dove into it. I'm watching videos, trainings, this, that, following. It's NFTs do move that fast. I mean, not flipping, but I mean the whole metaverse, NFT, crypto. It just moves at lightning speed. Shit happening every day.
Yeah, crazy.
But if you can figure it out and get into it now, it'll be worth it in the long run.
Yeah, because you'll have the foundation and you'll be an
Yep.
expert at that when it's time. Yeah, that's
Well,
why
I've been waiting years and years and years. I was telling somebody earlier, about 20 years ago, I was in Las Vegas and they had a flight simulator where you got in this little cage and it rolled and flipped and you're shooting, and it was VR, virtual reality, and I loved it. And I couldn't wait until this went mainstream, and now it pretty much is. I love virtual reality and artificial intelligence.
Oh, right on.
So I want to
Yeah.
learn everything about it that I can.
Yeah, that's cool. And there's always opportunity in every new thing, you know, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, it's only 25 after. Yesterday we got cut off because we lost the time again. Whatever. I think that's okay. What was I going to say? Yeah, if anybody wants to share anything this week, I'm gonna try to share some other training on Thursday. But yeah, if you got any ideas, just send me some ideas of stuff we can go over, and that's cool. And I didn't get the recording up from yesterday. I thought I posted it and I didn't, but I didn't finish it off. So I'm gonna post that today because that was a good call yesterday, actually.
I wasn't on yesterday, was I?
No, yeah,
I was at the dentist yesterday. That's what I did.
I think every time you're not on, it's a great call.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should tell us all something.
No, it was a good call yesterday. It just kind of goes in that direction, you know, and sometimes it's better than others, but yesterday was good. And then we got cut short, but today we got some time. So that's cool. Oh, I know why. I'm looking at 2 clocks here. 35 minutes is how long we've been on, and half the hour is in 2 minutes. So that's cool.
You only get 40 minutes, right?
Yeah, 40 minutes, but I like to cut it at 30, you know, just because of the replays. I find once they go over 30 minutes, it's just, they become too long. I've been watching some people's videos too. They've been cutting them like 3-minute videos, like information videos. I think those are really valuable too. Those are the ones I enjoy watching, right?
Well, and that's the one thing that Mark had wired was when you're doing this octo content, you do your content, do a 2-minute video, the middle part, wherever is interesting, to get people to watch the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think he was a little bit ahead of his time.
Bring that to the beginning to make it. Yeah, exactly. And the other thing we're trying to figure out is we can probably cut some content out of every one of these videos and just use the clip. But the question is, like, how do you go about it without making it too much work? Like having to rewatch the whole video again, deciding what's good.
There really isn't, unless you're taking notes during and you know about where the time is.
10 minutes in, that's a good piece of content.
Yeah, then you want to find that area, slice it out, move it to the front, but then you got to render, do a couple things to it. It is timely to do a video.
Yeah,
I mean, I can do it so easy now. It's only the time in rendering that slows me down.
Right. So yeah, I'll have to think about that, because if we could get some content out of these.
Advocate, guys, screen recording. If you're watching the videos after it's recorded, just screen record and share. You don't have to render or nothing. Like, you just literally can share it from your camera roll in 2 seconds when you screen record. I don't know if you have an Android, if you have to download a special app, but I know for iPhone users, it's really that simple.
Yeah.
And if you want to cut it up and make it into some kind of a special thing, you can do it in Instagram through Reels or on Facebook through their Reel type of thing. And again, it's really, really simple. You can
actually record it.
Yeah, screen record it. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that too.
Yeah. What I do is
like that, Brady, not like that. If you're on an iPhone, there's actually a thing that you just you and press screen record, and you can record anything. You can record this right now while we're talking.
Record it. Yeah.
Now gets it on an iPhone.
Yeah,
Right, so
actually,
then
I
you
do that on
share
mine.
that. Yeah, you share that.
Yeah, it's that easy. We don't, sometimes I think we make it, I know for me, I'm going to make it harder than it needs to be. Screen record is really easy and it records whatever is on the screen, whatever audio is there. You don't have to do anything special.
Yeah, and then you could go back and trim it if you need to a little bit on the front and the back, and then there it is. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. So yeah, let's focus on that. I still have to, well, same thing. I guess if we had the idea of what to go back and look for, you know, in say our meeting here, go back in 10 minutes in, look for when we talk about this and clip that out as a 1-minute clip or whatever, and then share that.
Right now, since you guys started talking about it, I pulled my screen down. I started screen record. I recorded while we were talking, then I stopped it again. So if you're hearing something that sounds good to you right now, start recording that right now.
Oh, okay.
Which app are you using, Dee?
Huh?
Which app is it on the iPhone?
It's screen recording. When you pulled
You are watching Zoom on your iPhone right now.
yeah.
Okay, that's a whole different story than what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, I could
Yeah.
do the same thing with Android too. If I was watching, if I was zooming on my phone, but I use my PC to zoom.
Yeah.
And then
And me too.
with
Yeah, go ahead.
Loom, that's too much work.
Yeah, but it also on my Mac, I could go to QuickTime Player, right?
Yeah.
It comes up under File. It's a little bit slow because we're on. Under File, there's New Screen Recording. I can pick my window, hit record.
Right.
Pick my window that I want to record. So I'll highlight us and start recording. There, it's
Right.
recording right now of what we're talking about. So that's cool. The only little hoop to jump through on the Mac, I don't know what it's like on anything else, is I have to go into my MIDI file so I can set up for capturing the audio from what we're talking about. So I did go in and do that. There's a little app to put in so it's capturing the audio.
Well,
Otherwise, and then you can capture the audio plus you can like talk over it and capture that too, whatever you want. But
when you're putting these on YouTube, you're just letting the Zoom recording render and then you upload it.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do everything on.
Yeah, I try to do very little work, so otherwise it's a lot of work. So, and it's still a lot of work. But what I do for the Zooms, soon as the meeting ends, Zoom automatically
renders.
Then I open it up and then I trim the top and sometimes the back. Usually I don't have to trim the back because we end the calls like
Right.
They usually end for us. So we don't have to end it, but I'll trim the front for sure. Get rid of the chit chat part and just start the video, and that's an easy trim, and then it renders it again into a new file. I rename the file and upload it to YouTube.
Right.
So then there's that time to get it up to YouTube. And then in our case, it will always do a copyright check to see,
Yeah.
well, it'll do that with any video. So it'll do a copyright check to see if there's any audio that's copyrighted or does it check video? No, it just checks audio, I think, audio in the video. So in our case, we're using some clips, but it always checks them. Sometimes it flags them. If it flags them, you have the opportunity to chop them out at that point, and then that's fine. And then you can publish it. So that's easy. But to take content, I think the way you do, Brady, that I got to go back in, find the file, clip it out, and then re-render it, and then use it. But I think this is these ideas a better idea. Just try to screen record it, and I'm gonna there. Okay. There. See, I have that clip now. I'm gonna check it when we get off. Yeah. So maybe. Yeah. I think it's. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You look like you froze. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I think maybe it's a good idea just to mark the the time counter, like 20 minutes in, that, hey, that was a good conversation, then go back when it's up on YouTube and screen capture just that bit. Yeah, that shouldn't take too long. Okay, I'm gonna try that. Because that makes the calls even more valuable. We can, and it
But
doesn't,
if you-
it could be just you talking like Brady, or just me talking, and clip your part out and then use that as content, you know?
Well, it depends on what you're trying to do. Is it to do a lot of video editing and work? Like when Mark was doing it and the way I do it, if I want to drive people to that video, I'll clip out a minute or 2 minute portion,
Right.
make that short one, and then put the link under it. So people can
Yeah.
watch that 2 minute, go, hey, yeah, that's pretty interesting. Okay, click. Then they go
Yeah.
watch the full video.
Like to watch more, to watch, see more, click here. And yeah, that's a good idea too. That way we're driving people from that.
But that's, it's a lot of added extra work trying to
Yeah.
find the right spot you want to do. Then you got to render it. You got to make that. You make it.
Yeah.
It is
But then,
time consuming.
then we could do the auto content on it where we're just using the clip for multiple reasons. One is
But
to drive.
if you're making major content that you really want to get out and drive people to your website or YouTube, the short clips is the way to go. And then it also depends on where you're going to host, put that out at, because of course this is a 1080 widescreen rendering. And if you go up to TikTok, of course, you got the vertical short, so it looks different. So depends what you're doing with it.
Yeah. And I think with even this, with this clipping screen recording thing, like that one from QuickTime Player, I can actually choose like a window of what it's going to look like. So it can be this.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I think simple is good. If it's simple and easy, it'd be good to get some more content out there for sure. And I'm doing that with YouTube videos that I want to save now. Like for instance, with the trucker stuff, if I want to save a little video, I just screen record it. So I have it, rather than using a
For the
link.
future, when they don't have any of this freedom to have a trucker-
When they take all the websites down and nobody can share anything anymore.
Jeez.
Anyway. Okay, let's wrap it up. I got the little clip here. That's cool. We'll see how it looks.
So tomorrow is about health and wellness, right? Wednesdays. Okay.
You have something you want to share, or I'll dig something up?
No, but I'll have questions tomorrow because my wife's getting ready to start the Biggest Loser at work. All the women, there's like 50 of them. They do this every year, and they have a big pool and a bet. And I said,
Yeah.
look, if you start using the patches properly, it will really help you out. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what patches. If it's the full Y, the Eon.
Right. Yeah,
So
there's
I
a
wanna
weight
hear-
loss, specific weight loss patch. But I think I would do the X39, X49 combination and add maybe one other one, but those two.
SP6, I thought it was for weight loss.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been
so-
I've been doing the 39-49 last few days, and then my wife did yesterday and today. She got home last night. I said, did you feel a difference? She goes, heck yeah. She goes, I couldn't believe it. Like the first half of the day, she was just going. And it does kind of wear out towards the afternoon. You don't feel quite as energetic, but yeah, I could feel a big difference.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
I noticed, I go in the kitchen, and instead of picking up a bag of chips and taking a couple, I reach over and I grab a little orange. I'm going, I never eat oranges, but it just looked good.
That's awesome. Cool. Okay, let's connect tomorrow about health. We'll talk about that weight loss thing maybe tomorrow too. Yeah, I'll try to dig up some info on it. Yeah, cool.
Have a great
Okay.
day, guys.
Okay,
You
awesome,
too.
guys.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Yeah.